NBA and us as the players, me as one of the leaders of this league. I want her family to know, and I want the state of Kentucky to know that we feel for it and we want justice. And that's what it's all about. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And this is a wrong situation that's going on in my eyes and it's a lot of other eyes, not only here in America, but I bet in the world as well.
Tanya?
This feels hard to transition to, but the atmosphere that you guys had tonight, I mean, you guys were so animated and loud and very into it, despite having no crowd here. Can you just take us through what that was like and if it mattered to you guys?
Well, the same energy that we had on the floor is the same energy that we have towards having justice for Breonna Taylor and her family. And that's the energy that we bring to the game. And that's just who we are. We got a close-knit group. We have a lot of togetherness, a lot of brotherhood with this franchise, and we care for one another not only on the floor but off the floor as well. So you got to create your own energy here. We understand that there's no fans. Our wonderful fans is watching this game on the TVs, on the laptops, phones, iPads, whatever the case may be. So it's about us creating our own energy, continue to make understanding what we're here for, and that's to get better. So that's what it's all about.
Kyle Good?
Lebron, you're talking about Breonna Taylor. A lot of players here are talking about Breonna Taylor and also kind of look up to you as a leader in social change. What does it mean to kind of see a lot of people following a path that you kind of blazed, starting with Trayvon Martin, and now we're here?
It's just who I've been for quite a while now. Never afraid to speak about things that I was knowledgeable about, that I had insight on, and I was up to speed on. And with the Trayvon Martin case, that obviously years ago, with that situation, I spoke about that situation. With the George Floyd incident that happened not too long ago, that's a horrible incident, and also obviously the Breonna Taylor situation. And it's unfortunate that it's fortunate that we had the George Floyd video to see it. I mean, is that what we need, to see a video of Breonna being killed, for people to realize how bad the situation is? I don't even believe they was at the right place, right? The cops wasn't even at the right place. They just knocked down the wrong door and started doing what they did at that point in time, and that's just shooting away, and that's just not okay. So I never shied away from being who I am and speak about things that not only affects me, that hit home for me, but also affect my community and affect black people. Because we've been going through it a lot. I seen a video today of a black man inside like a Walmart or a Target or whatever, trying to buy a bike for his son. And the cops was called on him. He had a receipt and everything. And the cops was called on him. They arrested him inside the store and took him outside. And it's just heartbreaking, man. You guys don't understand unless you're a person of color. You guys don't understand. I understand that you might feel for us, but you can never really truly understand what it is to be black in America. So, but once again, that's what it's about.
Dan Wilkie?
Hey, LeBron. Along those lines, Kyle mentioned that Trayvon Martin photo. That's 8 years ago. Today, you played an NBA game on a court that says Black Lives Matter. Could you have imagined that movement, which kind of was spawned out of that Trayvon Martin tragedy, that it would reach this level where there will be months of basketball played with that everywhere that people look?
Well, first of all, I love the game. I love the NBA. I love what we've built, not only here in America, but all over the world. I think this is the most precious, beautiful, impactful game in the world. But a lot of people kind of use this analogy talking about Black Lives Matter as a movement. It's not a movement. When you black, it's not a movement. It's a lifestyle. we sit here and say it's a movement, and okay, how long is this movement gonna last? Don't stop the movement. No, this is a walk of life. When you wake up and you black, that is what it is. It shouldn't be a movement. It should be a lifestyle. This is who we are, and we understand it, and we know that for one step that someone else might have to take, or for 1 yard someone else may have to take, and we know we got to take 5 more steps, and we know we got to take 10 more yards to get to the end zone. I mean, we understand that, we know that. So, but also what makes us, as strong, makes us as powerful, it makes us so unique and unified, is that we had so much hardships in our life, either from personal experiences or loved ones, or reading history, or seeing videos, Rodney King, or just being a part of just the communities that you're in, where you're just racially profiled from the time you come out of the womb. So, it's not a movement. I don't like the word movement, because unfortunately in America and in society, there ain't been no damn movement for us. There ain't been no movement.
Hey LeBron, you've been fighting for social justice for a long time now. Do you feel like this is a unique opportunity, being in the bubble, with this being the topic of a conversation to really affect change right now?
For me personally, or you think for our league?
For society as a whole, for you and for other players to be able to influence change?
I don't know, Melissa. I do not. I don't go wake up and say, okay, let's use the bubble as an opportunity to speak about us as people of color. It's just what I am. It's who I am. It's what I stand for. I got 3, black kids at home. My black wife is at home. My mother is black, coming from a single parent household. I'm the only child. So, excuse me, but no, I didn't need this bubble to speak about what I'm about. That's who I am. But I think the greatest thing that could come out of this is guys in this bubble, guys that may not or may be scared at points in time to speak about things because they feel like it may affect how people view them, or affect a certain situation. They say, okay, well, I'm not LeBron. I can't do that. That's not, he can go up there and say that. It might affect, something going on in my livelihood, but, this opportunity is giving guys to really, truly just be like, okay, it's not, because it's a time where we are being heard. Either if you really care or not, we're being heard, and that's what's most important.
Last 2 questions, Joe.
If you think back to just the time in Cleveland, sitting up against the wall, talking about Ferguson, wearing the "I Can't Breathe" T-shirt, the speech at the ESPYs, all the way to now. If you would have told the 2016 LeBron what is happening now, would you say that was progress, or what would you say? What do you think you would say it was?
Well, I say it's progress for America.
The attention, sort of the kind of nationwide being fed up with what has happened. What do you think you would say?
I would say a lot. In 2016, Barack was our president. We know what's going on now. So is that progress? I think we all can say that's not progress. The conversations that's being had right now, and how many people are really listening, or just having the conversations, trying to make things happen. I think that's progress, but we got a long way to go. We got a long way to go, and until it's crazy because you look at just like common sense. Everyone knows what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You just know that. You don't have to like black people, or you don't have to care about what I talk about, or care what we're here all about, or care if Black Lives Matters on the court. But you know what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. There's not one human being that does not know that. If you're a little kid and someone comes, you outside and it's recess, and a kid takes your juice box, that kid know that was wrong. It's just, no matter if you care or not, you know that's wrong. Why did you do that? You know it's wrong. So a lot of people kind of shy away from that. But until we just that's one small piece of it, but it's a very intricate piece of it.
Last question, Taylor.
LeBron, you talked about what you want next for Breonna Taylor in terms of justice, but what do you want next in terms of us, in terms of Americans? What does an improved America look like to you?
It's a great question, and it's something that I rationalize and think about it every single day. What's next? What can I do next to make an impact in our communities? not only for my people, but also for America in general. Obviously, justice for Breonna Taylor is number one on all of our lists right now, because we know the story, we know how it's crazy what went on with that situation and how horrific it is. So, but for us as America to get better, that's a question that we kind of tinker with every day, and it's something that I play with in my mind every day, and listen to the people around me, and also listen to my family, things of that nature. But the conversations, people sometimes are just afraid to have a conversation, and I think one of the best things in life is communication. No matter what. And if you could just sit there and talk to someone, look at someone eye to eye and say how you feel, no matter if they like it or not, you can respect them. Somebody might not agree. I don't agree with what you say, but if I can look at you dead in your eye, and you can look back at me and say, listen, to each his own. I don't agree with that, then I can respect you out of that. But a lot of people cannot even have that conversation of actually looking someone in the eye and telling them how they feel. And a lot of people, when they tell you how they feel, I have to be able to accept your response. No matter if you tell me what I want to hear or not, I have to be able to accept your response. So I think that's very key as well, just having a big form of communication. So
Thank you.
we end this with justice for Breonna Taylor.